I truly meant it at the start. Crossed my cold and empty heart. I never thought that this would happen to me. I came with virtuous intentions and offered honest interventions, and I believed it all so innocently. But then the more I learned about the way the whole thing's figured out, I found there's really not a thing I can do. So I got myself indoctrinated into what I thought I always hated. Come so far, I might as well see it through. And now I'm saying, don't you know that you never had it so good? And don't you know that you never had it so good? It's this crazy situation, I get the same old accusations. Hey, why don't you show a little more class and state your honest point of view? But you gotta understand that you don't need convictions when you're out on your ass. Oh, have mercy, I just claim I cannot be the one to blame. You know I never mean the words that I say, 'cause I've been known to praise the Lord and then put my neighbors to the sword. It's complicated, hell, what else can I say? And so I'm saying, don't you know that you never had it so good? Don't you know that you...
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Eastbourne, it's Milk and Cookies! And here's your host, David Mad Dog Hall!
Thank you. Thank you. You're a beautiful audience. You sound exactly the same as the last audience that I played to in here. Strange that. Welcome to Milk and Cookies episode 2. That's right, we're doing it again. You lucky people, you. The last one was so very successful, not necessarily on my part, but on your part. You people stuck your hands deep into your pocket and deep down the back of the sofa and found a big pile of money, and we gave it all to Reverse Rep, and we're just going to see if you have anything left at this point, and see if we can absolutely bleed you dry by the end of the evening. And it's my job to try and make it seem like that's a good idea by being incredible. Maybe not incredible, but maybe you may think some of the choices that I've made are a little silly. So this is a song I'm going to start with now that I've been thinking of doing at every Milk and Cookies for the last few years. And I don't know why. And having now gone through the process of trying to do it, I still don't really know why, but I figure it's kind of a, well, see for yourself. Okay, let's see if we can make it work. Here we go. Gotta get my tempo right. Here we go. So far, so good. all you got is this moment. 21st century's yesterday. You can care all you want. Everybody does, yeah, and that's okay. So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. You're one of my kind. I need you tonight. 'Cause I'm not sleeping. There's something about you, girl, that makes me sweat. So how do you feel? I'm lonely. What do you think? Can't think at all. What you gonna do? Gonna live my life. So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. You're one of my kind. I need you tonight. 'Cause I'm not sleeping. There's something about you, girl, that makes me sweat. So how do you feel? I'm lonely. What do you think? Can't think at all. What you gonna do? Gonna live my life. And how do you feel? I'm lonely. What do you think? Can't think at all. What you gonna do? Gonna live my life. So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. You're one of my kind. So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. You're one of my kind. Oh no, where's my applause button gone? It's failed me. Oh. Well, hopefully all my buttons are still working. It's always an occupational hazard. Right, yeah, so that was a song by In Excess that, there are only two people ever allowed to wear leather trousers, Michael Hutchinson and Elvis Presley. So now there's nobody allowed to wear leather trousers. And I'm looking at you, Bono. All right, here we go. This is a song that I haven't played for a really long time, and I never really played it a lot, and I'm not sure why. Maybe we'll find out. Here we go. This is a song from my third album, Let the Hard Times Roll. Yeah, here we go. It's the strangest feeling, I cannot seem to put my finger on. Oh, Jesus. This thing's, sorry, hang on a sec. Pressing the wrong buttons there. Let's start that again. It's the strangest feeling, and I cannot seem to put my finger on it. Hey, not joke, man, roll that cigarette just like your life depended on it. There's a world behind this truck stop, boys, and it's where I'm heading to. And making up for lost time, well, it's the only thing I really want to do. Oh, 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 oh. Well, if I see that girl, I'm gonna tell her that she was right about everything. Haven't seen her since that summer when, man, she left without a ring. She made the craziest accusations, but every one of them was true. and making up for lost time. Well, it's the only thing I really wanna do. Oh, 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 oh. Only thing I wanna do. Oh, 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 oh. But I wasted too much time picking over all the worries in this heart of mine. Any day I'm gonna see that sun come up on a brave blue morning. You know, in all my days, it's the hardest times. They're the ones I'll miss the most. Won't you get some rest, man? It's still 3 hours before we hit the coast. And throw your empties on the dashboard, 'cause tonight we're driving through and making up for lost time. Well, it's the only thing I really wanna do. Oh, 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 oh. Only thing I wanna do. Oh, 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 oh. Only thing I wanna do. Oh, oh, oh. All I wanna do. Oh, 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 oh. Still no applause button. I'll try and fix that in just a sec. Actually, I suspect if that's not working, lots of other things aren't working as well. Like, for example, this button here. No, hang on a sec. I'm just going to step over here for a moment. Do apologize my unprofessionalism. Okay, let's see if that's got it. There we go. Okay. Oh, a bit late with that applause there, but I appreciate your support at this difficult time. Right. Okay. So a little bit early, I know, but we're going to do the random book right now. So let me see if I can get this thing to work. Here we go. For those of you who maybe haven't been to one of these shows or saw the last one, what I have here is a book of the best of 1,000 UK #1 hits of the later years. It says late. It kind of starts in 1980 and finishes somewhere in the early 2000s, kind of when music stopped being good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song chosen at random by this machine, and the number is 129. Let's see what that is. Oh. Oh. I think this one came up in London a few years back. Is this a guitar song? Right, okay. Let me just, oh, it's in E flat. Hang on a sec. It's in E flat. We're going to need some help. Right. Okay. Oh yeah. We belong together. You know that I'm right. Why do you play with my heart? Why do you play with my mind? Yeah. Said we'd be forever. Said we'd never die. How can you love me and leave me and never, excuse me, say goodbye. Well, I can't sleep at night without holding you tight. Girl, each time I try, I just break down and cry. Pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead. Spinning around and around, although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. Where's my place go? It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Yeah, we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Girl, I know you really love me. Yeah, you do. You just don't realize. Not sure about that. You've never been there before. This is only your first time. Not really sure I like where this is going. Maybe I'll forgive you. Maybe you'll try. We should be happy together forever, you and I. Will you love me again like you loved me before? But this time I want you to love me some more. This time instead, oh, just come to my bed, okay? Baby, just don't let me. In the age of Me Too, this song feels really creepy to me. I'm not sure I'm enjoying it at all. I just wanted to flag that before we do another chorus. And so we come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. We come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Use the harmony pedal. And so we come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Oh no, the applause button's died again. What's going on there? Oh, that one's working. How strange. Okay. I guess it's just, there'll be no applause tonight. Cool, okay. Right. Oh shit, I forgot to mention, I'm going to do 2 of the random chosen songs tonight. Because I kind of, I've been using this book now for, I don't know what, like 15, 16 years, and a lot of the songs are coming around again, and like, that feels a little bit like cheating to me. And so, and actually, also, a few of the songs, like, there's at least 2 in there written by R. Kelly, which I don't want to play anymore. And like things like this, which are now kind of feeling a little bit dubious. And I think there's 2 songs by Boyzone, which of course I will always veto. And so actually, it's getting to the point where it's fairly slim pickings in that book. So I call for the heavy artillery. Now this is a little bit more different and more difficult because this book here has little like chord diagrams and the lyrics of the songs. This one doesn't. This one is just a list of every song that's ever charted in the top 75 in the UK. Again, it stops around 2001. It just about contains the first couple of Easy World singles to chart. Yeah, they did, you know. It's true. So what we're going to do with this one is, these are the rules. We pick a page at random, and the page will have like a number of different songs on them, and I have to play a song from the double page it lands on, okay? So I think this button will start the pink numbers, okay, for the pink book. Right, here we go. Come on, luck be a lady tonight. Did we get 127 on the last book? That's, oh no, 129. Oh, well, it's weird. Okay. 127. It's quite early in the alphabet. Oh, here we go. So we have the early singles of Coldplay, which I can tell you now I will not be playing. Lloyd Cole, Nat King Cole, Natalie Cole, Phil Collins, and that's kind of it. Color Me Bad. I feel like if Boys to Men was a little too racy, then I think I Wanna Sex You Up is definitely going to be over the line. So let's maybe put a pin in that one for now. Okay, so here's the deal. There's going to be a couple of moments when I'm going to play you, as long as the buttons work, play you some bits of pre-recorded video, and during those probably cumulative 5 minutes, I am going to learn how to play a song from this double page. Phil Collins if I'm not feeling particularly daring. Nat King Cole if I'm feeling very, very bold indeed. So that's what's going to happen. We think I'll do that later on in the show. So to give me this breather that we're talking about, I would like to introduce this evening's special guest performer. We were very lucky to have Tom McRae kick off the show, the series last time, with his magnificent Springsteen duet that we did together. Something a little bit different from tonight's guest. So without further ado, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest for this evening, a dear friend of mine from the road, many different roads on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean. It's my very good buddy, Jared Dickinson.
Hey man, how's it going?
Evening. Now, where in the world are you right now?
I am currently in my hometown of Waco, Texas, at my parents' house. We came down after 3 months of isolating in our own tiny little rental house in Nashville. We decided to come and isolate with them for a few, week or two, if you can call it isolating with other people. We're gonna go with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, America's all open for business now, anyway, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
just come back in the history of comebacks. Someone said that. I don't remember who it was. Someone
Some wise Cheeto-colored man.
A very stable genius.
Yeah, with a fantastic, tremendous Twitter account.
But we're not here to get into that. You've very kindly donated a song for us this evening. Now, for the love of God, why choose this one?
Well, why choose this one indeed? When I was a kid, last year, I was a big fan of the film Top Gun, as was my older brother. We watched it, I don't know how many times as kids growing up. And the classic, well, am I introducing the song? Are you introducing the song?
I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Okay.
You do it. You seem to be on a roll.
Well, the absolute classic Berlin hit, "Take My Breath Away," was always just one of the key moments in the film. He's riding the motorcycle, and that's all I really remember. So it wasn't that key, I guess. But the song, it's hard to.
In that case, without further ado, Here it is.
Watching every motion in my foolish lover's game. On this endless ocean, finally love has known no shame. Turning and returning to some secret place inside. Watching in slow motion as you turn around and say, take my breath away. Take my breath away. Watching, I keep waiting, still anticipating love. Never hesitating to become the fated ones. Turning and returning to some secret place to hide. Watching in slow motion as you turn to me and say, my love, take my breath away. Take my breath away. Through the hourglass I saw you, in time you slipped away. When the mirror crashed I called you and turned to hear you say, if only for today I am unafraid. Take my breath away. Take my breath away. Watching every motion in this foolish lover's game. Haunted by the notion somewhere there's a love in flames. Turning and returning to some secret place inside. Watching in slow motion as you turn my way and say, my love, take my breath away. Take my breath away. Take my breath away. David Ford. Jared Dickinson.
Jared, thank you so much for joining us and for contributing that beautiful rendition of a beautiful song. Now, you're playing a show every week, aren't you? And have been since the lockdown started.
We have been, yeah. We've been doing weekly Thursday evening streams if you're in the UK, afternoon streams if you're here. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. People have been tuning in, singing songs. We've done 14 of them so far. And, if we make it another week, we'll probably do another one.
Excellent. Well, anyone who wants to catch those, they're on your Instagram account.
Instagram and
I don't know how
Facebook.
Instagram works, but you go there and you type you in and you'll show up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
If you go to Instagram, type my name, there's a good chance you're going to find me.
Good stuff. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, my dear friend, for joining us and contributing to the cause.
I will sing a sappy love song, staring deeply into your eyes anytime you want.
You got it. I'm going to hold you to that. Let's do it tomorrow. Okay. Right. Well, Have a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you when all this nonsense is over.
Likewise, brother. Be good.
Thanks a lot. Night.
Bye.
Well, there you go. Jared Dickinson, the man, the legend, the beard. Also, I forgot to mention during our little chat there that Jared is possibly the person I've spoken to more during lockdown than anyone, including the people who live in my house. We've been having a fairly regular catch-up where we talk over Zoom and it's about music and stuff, and we have a drink and shoot the shit, and we've made it available for people to watch and muse over our own musings. So look for that. I'm sure there are links to it all over my various very poorly managed social media outlets. But enough about that. Let's do another song, shall we? Keep whacking this guitar and things. No wonder it won't stay in tune. Okay, here we go. Here's another one of my cheery ones. Just put a chill through the house. We're slamming the door. You said I won't be coming around here anymore. We're creatures of destiny. We don't get a choice. Now keep punching your number, but I don't hear your voice. Why don't you answer your telephone? Ooh. Why don't you answer your telephone? Your threats come up empty, time and again. Won't you beat on my door and come out of the rain? It drums on the tin roof, runs down the walls. Now I hear nothing but ringing every time that I call. Why don't you answer your telephone? Ooh. Why don't you answer your telephone? Ooh. In a chaos of blue lights, the judgment arrived. He said I was the last one to see her alive. Get your story in check, boy, he said, and then he snapped on the cuffs. All I had was the truth. Truth ain't enough. Why don't you answer your telephone? Ooh. Why don't you answer your telephone? Ooh. Why don't you answer your telephone? Ooh. Why don't you answer your telephone? Thank you. You're too kind, really you are. So, I'm going to do another song. It's kind of on a theme with Jared's song, romantic movie ballads of the '80s. Although I think my movie actually came out in 1990, but I'm claiming it. They must have been shooting it in the '80s. So and writing the songs in the '80s as well. So. I'm claiming this one. Right. Move all the stuff out the way. Let me just see if my other camera position's working. Struggling with getting this one in focus. Are we in focus? It can be a blurry, soft focus moment. That'll be fine. Now, this is the kind of song that usually gets labeled as like a guilty pleasure, but I've never liked that term for songs, because I think if a song brings you pleasure, unless you get some weird kind of sick pleasure from I'm Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Da, which is just god awful, then you should never feel guilty for liking something, especially not when it's just objectively brilliant, like this song I believe is. I think I'm experienced enough in the ways of song to be able to tell you with authority that this song is magnificent. Okay. Lay and whisper on my pillow, leave the winter on the ground. I wake up lonely. Is there a silence in the bedroom and all around? Touch me now. I close my eyes, dream away. It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow. It must have been love, but it's over now. From the moment we touched till the time had run out. Make believing we're together, fed and sheltered by your heart. But in and outside, I turn to water like a teardrop in your palm. It's a hard winter's day. I dream away. It must have been love, but it's over now. It was all that I wanted. Now I'm living without. It must have been love, but it's over now. It's where the water flows. It's where the wind blows. It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow. It must have been love, but it's over now. From the moment we touched till the time had run out. Yeah, it must have been love, but it's over now. It was all that I wanted, now I'm living without. It must have been love, but it's over now. It's where the water flows, and it's where the wind blows. Oh, it must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been love, but it's over now. From the moment we touched till the time had run out. Yeah, it must have been love, but it's over now. It was all that I wanted, now I'm living without. It must have been love, but it's over now. It's where the water flows. It's where the wind blows. So, as I said before, the amount of money that was raised in the last Milk and Cookies moment was 10 grand, which is a lot of money. But to be honest, it just made me greedy. I want more. Not me. I want more for Reverse Ret, which is the charity for which I'm very proudly an ambassador. Which is why that's what I'm raising money for every time. And of course I realize there are other things in the world now more than ever, causes that require our attention, but we must remember that while that's going on, underneath that there are people who are increasingly even more vulnerable than they otherwise would have been, who need now more help specifically for them, and also if you don't know what Rett syndrome is, it is quite simply the most. You could not have designed a more horrific genetic disorder, and then aimed it at little girls. And as the dad of a little girl, which has nothing to do with my involvement in Reverse Ret, I was on board before that. But when I first had my little girl, it really sort of dawned on me what it must be like, and as it dawned on me, but of course I can't possibly imagine. I was sort of just trying to get my head around what it must be like to be the parent of a little girl who has Rett syndrome. It is unthinkable, and it is a scourge that must be rid from the planet. And so that's why we're raising all this money, and it's a wonderful cause, and it's worth every penny. And one day we will rid the world of Rett syndrome, and we will all say we did this. And I think that's a wonderful thing, and I will be very, very proud when that day comes of the small part that I have played in it. So here's a little video from Reverse Rett by way of a thank you. Here we go.
Here at Reverse Rett, we have always known that our community is our strength. Come rain or shine, day or night, we know you'll be there, fighting for our loved ones living with this terrible condition. Over 10 years and £6.5 million raised, your incredible support has meant that at this difficult time for all of us, we have been able to continue with our critical mission in the face of COVID-19, supporting children and adults living with Rett syndrome. So we wanted to say thank you for once again stepping up for those living with Rett and showing us the difference that your support makes, for showing us that change is not only possible, it's within reach.
Okay, so please give generously. I believe the link for you to fork up your hard-earned dough is like in the description on the YouTube page. Otherwise, I'm sure somebody will very helpfully post it in the comments thing right now. I would do, but I kind of got my hands full at the moment. Or I've put it on all manner of social media things, so don't act like you can't find it. And also, so I don't give you the excuse of saying, well, you know, the gig was on, I didn't want to miss the gig. I'm going to give the opportunity right now to have the sound on in the background, and then go find the Just Giving page and make a payment right now, because I'm just gonna take the visuals off, and there you go. I'm going to play this song. This was actually the first song that actually while I'm talking to you, you may as well see each other. This was the song that originally got me involved with Reverse Rett. They contacted me out of the blue to ask if they could use this song for an advertisement that they were running, and so I had to check them out, because sometimes you get asked to sort of put your songs behind some fairly dubious causes. But when I learned what Rett syndrome was, I could not believe that I hadn't heard of it before, and I couldn't not give them my songs and everything else that I possibly could. So okay, let's get that test card up again. So here is a song. There's a girl who could never belong to an age that's so unkind. She can take all the weight of the world, lay it easy on my mind. Tiny fuse in a beat-up machine, she's my daisy in the dust. So if you ask me why do I love her, I'd say tell me now what's not to love. Everybody needs someone, they say. Well, that's no concern of mine, 'cause I have a friend to hold on to my hand as I walk this narrow line. So I don't care what the weatherman says, 'cause it never rains on us. And if you ask me why do I love her, I'd say tell me now what's not to love. If you ask me why do I love her, I'd say tell me now what's not to love. On the terrified evenings, dark as the night, with a heartbroken bleeding, I knew it then, and I still believe that your love is no good if the road is too easy now. She pulls me home when I'm close to the edge, when all the reason's bound to fail. She keeps me safe from the trouble I see, and she keeps me out of jail. A tiny fuse in this beat-up machine, she's my daisy in the dust. So if you ask me why do I love her, I'd say tell me now what's not to love. If you ask me why do I love her, I'd say tell me now what's not to love. Welcome back. Okay, so you'll remember in the first little bit, I was challenged with finding a song from these pages somewhere between Coldplay and we were so near to the Commodores. Oh yeah, we were really near to the Commodores and the Communards. That would have been a good page. Damn it. Anyway, we ended. Oh fucking hell, Sam Cooke as well. We picked the wrong page. No, it's fine. It's somewhere between Coldplay and Sean Colvin. So Phil Collins was on there, but then I just happened to notice Edwyn Collins. So and then I thought, well, this one I'm pretty sure is on a constant loop. So I can maybe use some of my toys on it. But I've never played it before, so we'll see if I can. words. I have to get them on my phone just a sec. Never known a girl like you before. And just like in a song from days of yore. Now you got me knocking, knocking on my door. And I've never known a girl like you before. Now my hands are bleeding and my knees are raw. Give me just a taste so I want more. 'Cause you got me crawling, crawling on the floor. And I've never known a girl like you before. You made me acknowledge the devil in me. I hope to God I'm talking metaphorically. I hope I'm talking allegorically. I know I'm talking about the way I feel. And I've never known a girl like you before. Never, 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 never known a girl like you before. This old town's changed so much. I don't feel like I belong. Too many protest singers, not enough protest songs. And now you've come along. Yeah, and you come along. And I've never known a girl like you before. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. And I've never known a girl like you before. Hang on. Thank you. Well, that was fun and a little more ambitious than doing a Against All Odds by Phil Collins, which I also love very much. Right. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Time to do a silly one. How are we for time? Oh, it's been an hour already. Right, we're going to wrap things up. Let me just... Right. Let's do this one. This definitely is another one sort of file under guilty pleasures, and I've said before that there have been no good records made since, I don't know, 1996. But actually, every now and then there's a moment of pop genius that is just it's just irresistible. And this for me is one of those. And like I feel no guilt or shame in saying that whenever this song comes on, it just fills me full of joy. Don't mean I can play the damn thing, but let's give it a go. Use my sticks. Threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. Hang on a second. I've got to do something very important. Start over. I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night wind was blowing. Where do you think you're going, baby? I just met you, and this is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Hard to look right at you, baby. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys that try to chase me. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Yeah, call me maybe. You took your time with the call, I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, but still you're in my way. I beg and borrow and steal, first sight and it's real. I didn't know I would feel it, but it's in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night wind was blowing. Where do you think you're going, baby? I just met you, and this is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, so call me maybe. Call me maybe. Hard to look right at you, baby. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night wind was blowing. Where do you think you're going, baby? I just met you, this is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. Here's my number, just call me maybe. If you came into my world, I missed you so bad, I missed you so bad, I missed you so, so bad. Before you came into my world, I missed you so bad, and you should know that I missed you so, so bad. I just met you, and this is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. All the other boys try to chase me. Here's my number, so call me maybe. I just met you, and this is crazy. Here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. Here's my number, so call me maybe. Before you came into my world, I missed you so bad, missed you so bad, I missed you so, so bad. Before you came into my world, I missed you so bad, and you should know that. So call me maybe. All right, let's turn that off for a start. Let's wrap things up. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in again. I'm going to do this every month. The last Sunday of every month is going to be Milk and Cookies. But I should warn you, I'm going to change the format up from the next time, because essentially me choosing a bunch of songs that I want to play. Week on week, we're going to end up me playing songs I want to play less than the ones I wanted to play the week before, if you get me. Because, you know, we all have favorites. So instead, I'm going to change up the format, and the shows are going to be a bit different, and I will write to you and tell you all about how it's going to happen. But the first one, the third one, episode 3, the next one, is going to be... It's only just an idea I just had, but essentially it's just going to be a crazy like money-making scheme. So everything is for sale. I'm going to sell naming rights for the show. I'm only going to play songs that people have paid me to play. So essentially the show itself is going to be like this cash-generating juggernaut. So everything's going to be for sale. I may well sell some of my possessions during the show. Essentially it's just going to be some crazy orgy of capitalism with a little side helping of altruism at the end of it. So that's what it's going to be next time. So I'm gonna communicate to you further in the fullness of time about how this is going to take place. But I'm excited about it. It's going to be potentially disastrous, but that is kind of the point of the show. And also on the middle Sunday, I guess, of each month, I'm also going to be playing a variety of interesting and different shows based on my own back catalogue, which started 2 weeks ago with my performance of the Songs of Easy World, which, for those of you who don't know, was the band that I used to be in when I was old enough to know better than I don't sue eyeliner. Right. So I'm gonna play one more song for you, and then you can go about your business. But before you go about your business, please give some money to Reverse Rhett. Look into the work that they do. You will be astonished at Rett syndrome and just how fucking horrible it is. And you will soon learn, as I did, why we need to eradicate it most urgently. Okay. Here's a song that I would always end shows with. Not always, you know. Before I wrote it, I certainly didn't. But after that, it sort of became the chosen closer. But I haven't played it for a little while. So here we go. So have a little loose number for you. Right. Thank you very much, and good night. Here we go. Well, some people, they claim they never had a fair roll of the dice. They could be right, That's not me, see I was lucky and I had everything just fall in my plate. Call it fate if you want to, for all the elaborate setup and maneuver, being wheeled into position to deliver some saccharine punch to the guts of a world screaming out for whatever the hell they think it is that I've got. Every time I was given a chance to stand on my own 2 feet, oh I fell, yeah, and every time I was given a chance just to stand on my own 2 feet, oh I fell, yeah. Every time opportunity knocked on my door, I just sent it on straight down to hell. 'Cause every time I was given a chance to stand on my own 2 feet, I fell. Well, some people, they imagine that disappointment must tear me apart, break my heart, and they presume that I'm disgusted by all the injustice I've seen. But that's not me, and I'll tell you that I bear no resentment to millionaire pub singers, barely literate poets, and guitar store gunslingers, and I smile so politely at the well-meaning ignorance of people who tell me that I'm gonna make it someday. 'Cause every time I was given a chance to stand on my own 2 feet, oh I fell, yeah, and every time I was given a chance just to stand on my own 2 feet, oh I fell, yeah. Every time opportunity knocked on my door, I just sent it on straight down to hell. 'Cause every time I was given a chance to stand on my own 2 feet, I fell. Well, the sun's going down on what's left of today, and the tide drags what's left in this moment away. And so I kick through the dirt and the red autumn leaves, what I had and what I lost, and what I still believe. You see, I have no regrets for the time that I spent barely paying my dues and barely paying the rent, for a simple pursuit of more honest life. Yeah, I don't cheat on my taxes, I don't cheat on my wife. Now the sun's going down and the world's pouring in, and I'm dragged by the gravity into the sin of obedient service to some twisted machine, blowing smoke in the faces of each little scene, sent to form a distraction just to buy up some time, misdirected by swagger and beats and by rhyme, telling tales of a life you might one day attain if you just keep your focus relentlessly trained on the things you can get and not who you can be, nor the innocent dream of the sky and the sea and the word and the truth and the spirit of man, and a history that promises someday we can, with a love for your brother and your sister and yourself, get there one day together in good cheer and good health. But it comes at a cost, there's a price that you pay for a sweet boat tomorrow you gotta give up today. It's a sacrifice way beyond mortals like me, for an age that never was and never could ever be. So I don't dwell on the past, I don't rue my mistakes, and I'm proud that I never had whatever it takes. And I'm still on the deck of this leaky old boat with just a shirt on my back and a song in my throat, and I'm the luckiest boy on the face of the earth. 'Cause I know about love and I know what it's worth. So I'm not giving up and I'm not giving in, though I know it's a fight that I'm not gonna win. I'll still scream in the face of more powerful men. I choose this motherfucker and I choose it again. 'Cause every time I was given a chance to stand on my own 2 feet, oh I fell, yeah, and every time I was given a chance is to stand on my own 2 feet, oh I fell, yeah. Every time opportunity knocked on my door, just sent it on straight down to hell. 'Cause every time I was given a chance to stand on my own 2 feet, oh every time I was given a chance to stand on my own 2 feet. Oh, every time I was given a chance to stand on my own 2 feet, well, I fell. Thanks very much. That was Milk and Cookies, episode 2. Please come back for episode 3 and various other things as well. Thank you very much and good night.